Hi everybody, today I'm going to be talking about my midlife crisis. Yeah, I collect vinyl records. No, I am not some 60-year-old man trapped in a 17-year-old's body. I unironically collect vinyl records. I know, such a wacky hobby right in 2021. Never heard of Spotify myself. And today I just wanted to talk about the hostility that's in the vinyl community, because you'd not expect there to be any hostility in a community that consists of two senile old men in their like retirement home. But no, there's actually quite surprising amount of hostility in the vinyl community. Who would have guessed that there's gatekeepers in such a niche community? Pretty fucking niche, I guess. And I just wanted to talk about today. I'll begin with explaining how I got into vinyl myself, and then I'll just go over some examples of people that, well, they aren't exactly the best representation of this very wholesome and small and very nice. We know everybody by name, of course, in the community. We're just talking about all the people that take it a bit too seriously. I myself I've been collecting for years now. I've started around last Christmas. I know I'm such a doing this for years. I haven't been doing it for that long. I've been doing it for a couple of months now. In that time, I've collected quite a few. I think I'm at around 20 now, maybe 20 records. Most of which are from David Bowie. This also, if you couldn't tell, that's the reason I started collecting vinyl, because I don't know how I got the idea to even start this, but I just thought, wouldn't it be cool if I had like a vinyl record of David Bowie? So I bought Young Americans of Amazon. I know. And I found my dad at I think it's original. I'll get to that later, because you're seeing something on screen right now, which this is the reason I wanted to make this video. But that's for later. So I found my my dad's. I think it's original, but I won't claim it is, because I know if the vinyl community would just shit their pants if I claim it is. I'm not sure. I don't have any fucking idea, but it's old basically. Of Heroes, a record of Heroes. The David Bowie album. So yeah, that's basically how I got started, and over the last couple of months I bought quite a few. Not all of David Bowie, although I have to say I'm a huge fucking fan. I'll get to some later as well, but just so you basically know why I, as a 17-year-old, started collecting vinyl records. Now there are some vinyl communities with quite a lot of people, like a couple. I think there's like 700,000 in the main one, like Archless Vinyl. And every good vinyl community has its own Circle Jerk subreddit. The thing is, you would expect like the vinyl community is like 40%, as I said, it's like a senile old men in their retirement homes that are trying to relive their glory days and listening to their fucking cum-stained Beatles record from 1960. 40% is from hipster millennials that have a bit much disposable income and they just want to fucking burn it on plastic discs. And 20% of people who have just woken up from a coma that they've been in for the last 50 years and thought, well, I want to listen to some music. Why not? But like, why not hop in my fucking vinyl record from 50 years ago? So that's basically like the the audience, like the demographic of vinyl, of like vinyl collectors. Now, as I said, like a good vinyl community has its own Circle Jerk subreddit where they basically like rehash the same 4 jokes, and they make fun of like things they see on the main subreddit. Like some of them are really good, the Circle Jerk subreddits. Some of them are even better than the subs they're parodying. Fucking hell, you know what I mean. So for example, r// Pink Floyd is just basically people farting into the microphone for 20 minutes and say, hey guys, I made a cover of The Wall, hope you like it. Or like really bad drawings that they made of like Roger Waters fisting his anus or whatever. So that's basically like the main subreddit, and the Circle Jerk subreddit of Pink Floyd's better than It's actually unironically better than the main subreddit. It's just people saying my balls to each other. So it's a it's such a wholesome community. Some of the circle jerk subreddits are worse. They are definitely worse. You're seeing this on screen. r/final jerkers is just jerking off, like they repeat the same few jokes about vinyl records. So if you are a beginning vinyl collector and you have a Crossley record player, don't post it on r/vinyl, because these people will lose their minds. They will shit their pants. They will not accept that you have a little less disposable income to spend on a $200-300 record player. And if you buy any records for your Crossley player, no, you have sinned. That's it, my friend. You are going to hell. That's basically the gist of it. So the thing is, you're seeing this on screen now. This is the reason why I wanted to even make this video, because there's a lot of hostility in the vinyl community, just like there's a lot of hostility in like fucking like retirement homes where they're fighting over the last pudding or whatever, or the last bagel. There's also hostility in the vinyl communities. So the thing is, this is someone claimed this is like an original pressing of Hunky Dory, the David Bowie album. Live on Mars is on this. This is basically what most people know, probably from this. I don't even know. Maybe. So they thought this was an original pressing of Hunky Dory. It isn't. And the vinyl jerkers, they really lost their minds when they saw this. There were some really good examples. It's just mostly the comments are just shitting on this guy for buying he got scammed. That's basically it. He got scammed. It is an original. But the vinyl jerkers are so happy that he got scammed, and they go on this like long, semi-long. They go on somewhat of a tangent saying, why would you do this? You have sinned. You are not eligible to buy vinyl records anymore. All two of us vinyl collectors, we don't want anybody else fishing in our waters, buying all the good records of fucking Amazon, all the what's the one from King Crimson that you can see is like it's like the profile picture of the subreddit. Anyway, I'm going just rambling here. He got scammed. That's basically it, and they say good. They're happy that he got scammed, because the thing is, all right. So this is a Crossley record player. I think it is. So this costs $70. They said, so it's more expensive than the record player, and they don't like that, and like they just get mad at like why would you buy a record that's more expensive than your record player? But why the fuck would you care? Like, just let them buy whatever they want. Also, with it, so there are a few albums you aren't allowed to buy anymore. I own one of them, so I'm going to have to sleep with one eye open at night. So because the vinyl jerkers are going to come in my room and fuck my mom or whatever. So you aren't allowed to own that one King Crimson album that I don't know the name of. The Red Screamy Man. That's basically like the joke they have. This is the one of two jokes they have on the subreddit. You aren't allowed to buy that one. And I happen to own the other album that you aren't supposed to own. The Gay Triangle, or as you might know it as, Dark Side of the Moon by Pink Floyd. Yes, I own it because it's a really fucking good album. But they don't like it if you own it, because there's a lot of people that post on the vinyl subreddit of like that one album of Harry Styles where he tries to imitate David Bowie, or that like Lana Del Rey or whatever. So you'll see the same albums like appear from time to time, and these people do not like that. Like if you own any of these records, you are not like you're just doing it to appear like cool or whatever. You aren't a real vinyl collector, vinyl turbo nerd. So, so they lose their fucking minds when they see one, which is another thing. Like, just let them buy whatever record they want. And if they don't have the money to buy a $300 record player, just let them play on that cross-lead. The thing is with a cross-lead player, it is possible, like if you use a cross-lead racket player, that the racket might get like scratched. It isn't like there isn't like 100% chance of like, oh, if you hop it on the fucking cross-lead player, it's going to get scratched, but there's a chance of it basically. So that's why they don't like it. But just if they like, who cares? Like it's a fairly cheap racket player. So if people want to buy that, why would you care? Just let them enjoy it. Like they get so needlessly hostile to people who just, you know, who just don't have that much income to buy a good racket player. And the argument to make is, well, the racket they bought, in this case like Hunky Dory, is more expensive than the racket player itself. But who cares? Like, who cares if you like to listen to Dark Side of the Moon and you play it on like your cross-lead racket player? Like, why? There's nothing more serious for you out there to criticize. Like, why? Or if you hang vinyl records on your wall, I won't do that. I personally don't like hanging vinyl records on the wall. Like, not in like that case, but if you just took the record out and like bolted it onto your wall, I am not that big of a fan of it, because I do actually want to listen to the records I bought. I don't just want to hang them on my wall. But for the people that do, like, that's apparently not, you're not allowed to do that. Basically, you're not allowed to use your vinyl record that you purchase with your own money in the way you would like, because it's not the, you know, it's not the endorsed way to do it according to the Vinyl Jerk subreddit. So I have no idea what Dynaflex is, by the way. It's fucking vinyl shinkledings, like the gamer language they use. I have no idea. I just buy the records, but apparently that's also not good. Anyway, so yeah, there's quite a lot of hostility, and especially to like newcomers and just people that don't know that much about, you know, that they're just starting to collect vinyl records. They don't know that much about records and about collecting or whatever. And these people just make fun of those people. But how do you think that new people will eventually like will get into this hobby? Like, the most, as I said, most of the vinyl jerkers, well, like a big portion of the vinyl people that still own vinyl basically are like old men. But eventually, when like the vinyl fans have all died out of old age, who's going to buy a vinyl record in the future if you just keep bullying anybody that would want to start to, you know, to start to get to start getting into collecting? So that's basically the gist of it. And I like this comment: let him enjoy his fucking vinyl, for fuck's sake, and just say no, and he gets fucking downvoted by 20 times because I upvoted it, because I agreed. Just let him enjoy it. But that's, you're not allowed to listen to vinyl that you purchased with your own money in the way you would want to, if it isn't like the official approved, if it isn't the haram way according to the Vinyl Jerk subreddit. So that's basically the gist of it. They're just very needlessly hostile to people who want to get into collecting records, and just let people buy whatever records they want. Like, I own Dark Side of the Moon. It's a good album. Just let people buy it. The gay triangle joke is like really, really fucking still. Holy shit. Or the red screamy man, because I've seen it so many times. And it's just, they have more jokes, of course, but they aren't any much funnier. There's like, oh, we're gonna take a picture of my vinyl record with with my feet in the picture, and I won't shit on those like jokes, because that's, I get it as like a circle jerk subreddit. So if they think that's funny, go ahead. But these examples are just like, they go out of their way to assault, well, to attack someone that just wants to listen to the vinyl record, and those that I do have an issue with. So yeah. Anyway, that's basically like the Vinyl Jerk. It's not like other circle jerks subreddits are like really that more. They have more jokes, like as I said, the Pink Floyd Circle Jerk subreddit just says my balls, but they don't attack anybody. If you buy like what's the one called the one Pink Floyd album Muga. You know that one with like the really weird Russian doll thing where they like there's like a picture in a picture in a picture. That album. If you buy that and you post it on like Arseless Pink Floyd, they won't just come in their pants and say, "Oh, why would you buy this? You're such a fucking brain dead idiot." No, they just say my balls, but they don't go out of the way to really be needlessly mean to people. So those are good circle jokes subreddits, and I do actually enjoy those. Also, the David Bowie's circle joke subreddit, which just and it's not the side effects of the cocaine. It's just cocaine. That's basically the main theme of the Bowie circle joke subreddit. I have just been rambling. I don't know if this video is any good. So, moral of the story: just let them enjoy it. Like, who the fuck cares? Like, bro, go outside. Anyway, that was my video. Thanks for watching. This was quite long, actually. I've been rambling for quite a long time. Yeah, Final's pretty cool. It's pretty cool if you collect it, but just don't take it too seriously, please. Well, thanks for watching, and goodbye.